Hey everyone, I am back with a book review, and this is part two of Undiagnosed Streets, and this one is No One is Safe. This book is by Unique. I absolutely love this series. I love this series just because it is such a raw and uncut story about a woman who has HIV. I believe I reviewed part one of this book it's been probably about 2-3 months now. So if you have not already watched that book review, if you have not already read that book, you might want to go check that one out first. This book is available with Kindle Unlimited. It is only 169 pages. The main person that you really focus on in this book is her name's TT. Okay, and it's like she is truly caught up in, I can't even call it a love triangle because there are so many people that are attached to her in her story. So TT is in a relationship at the beginning of the book with Sean, and Sean is the father of her kids. Sean is who she got HIV from. So it is also very heavily discussed in the book too, the difference between having HIV and having AIDS. TT currently has HIV, and I guess her levels are so low that she's currently basically her levels are undetected. So therefore she's saying that she cannot pass her HIV on to anyone else. She does not have AIDS. She's just taking medication to make sure that she is still able to have safe sex and be able to engage with people without infecting them as well. So oh my God, Sean has cheated on her forever. I think for a while they kind of tried to do a whole tit for tat against each other. But what I also noticed too is Sean there is very abusive. He's very mentally abusive. He's very physically and emotionally abusive. When it comes to their kids, Sean is he's just kind of in and out. He kind of comes to the house to see her and to get sexual favors from her, but he has no real interest in being a father to the kids. So it's like a lot of times she'll be working crazy hours. Sean will just be out running the streets. Like she will work doubles at work to make sure that the kids are okay, to make sure money's set because Sean does not work at all. Sean also likes to be able to take her car and be able to run off in the streets and do whatever he wants to do. That would not fly with me. But TT, I've noticed throughout this book, especially too, when it comes to setting boundaries, when it comes to saying no to people, even when she absolutely should, she never does. And I was like, girl, if you don't stand up for yourself, if you don't tell these men no, like if you don't sit here and say like that this and that is not okay and it's not acceptable to you, she just went along with so much stuff where I was like, girl, where do you get off? But I absolutely loved the book. What made it more so of a love triangle is the fact that one of Sean's little side boos, right? She decided to take it upon herself to go ahead and to give TT a call one night. And her name is Kelly. Now, Kelly is involved with Sean, and basically TT tries to let her know, like, girl, he has HIV. Like, this is not someone you want to be sleeping off with. But, Kelly kind of felt like, she was kind of laughing in her face, kind of whatever. In the process, TT becomes close with Kelly's boyfriend and baby father, Greg, right? Now, Greg is he's kind of like the somewhat, if you could call it, improved version of Sean, I guess. Greg doesn't have much going for himself either. He does not have a job. He does have several women trailing behind him. He's not HIV positive and he does not have AIDS, but he also he lives kind of on the edge. So first, TT and Greg take it upon themselves to devise a plan of basically, they thought it was a good idea to cheat on us with each other. Let's try and get to know each other. Let's try and become friends. Let's see what happens. Now, what neither one of them is expecting is for the other to develop very strong feelings for each other. So now TT is at a crossroad and having to figure out, does she want to be with Sean? Does she want to be with Greg? While she tries to do a balancing act and balance the two, she quickly realizes it's very exhausting. She also finds herself in a lot of drama when Kelly realizes that she is involved with Greg now. And Kelly kind of does not make it easy for her. Kelly's playing those games and she's calling the phone private. She's trying to do little pop ups and stuff. But at the same time, the difference between Greg and Sean is Greg is like, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to do what I want to do. If you don't like it, you can leave. But he knows that Kelly's never going to leave. At this point, you're kind of starting to try to decide, does Greg actually have genuine feelings for TT, or is he kind of playing games on her mind and playing with her emotions, as it seems like almost everybody else does in TT's life? So you guys have to check this book out. Let me know what you think. I know that part 3 is available now as well, so I cannot wait to read that book. This is a 5 out of 5 star read. Again, it is available with Kindle Unlimited. I believe without Kindle Unlimited, the book is no more than $5, but it's definitely worth it. If you have already read this book, or if you've read part 1, please drop a comment below and let me know what you think, and if you're excited for part 3. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with more book reviews soon.